Now, live at 5, another American tragedy.
I hear 6 shots fired at once. So, at a time, bang, 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 bang.
The latest from Indianapolis after a gunman opened fire at a FedEx facility. In Minnesota, some union leaders gathered today asking for more police accountability following the death of Dante Wright. Plus, why experts say a booster shot could be needed within a year for those who are fully vaccinated.
As the Duluth School District heads on spring break next week, what district officials are urging parents and families to do.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Authorities in Indiana are trying to figure out what led a gunman, now identified as 19-year-old former employee Brandon Hull, to shoot 8 people dead at a FedEx facility in Indianapolis before taking his own life. 5 people who were injured were transported to hospitals. 1 is in critical condition. Nikki Batiste reports from Indianapolis.
They have an active shooter currently at FedEx.
The shooting at this FedEx warehouse near the Indianapolis airport unfolded shortly after the gunman arrived armed with a rifle.
He just appeared to randomly start shooting, and that began in the parking lot, and then he did go into the building. This individual has since been identified as 19-year-old Brandon Hull. FedEx officials have confirmed that Mr. Hull was a former employee at the facility, and he was last employed in 2020.
Police say when they arrived, they found the shooter had taken his own life after a rampage that took just a few minutes.
They found several victims injured and several victims deceased, as well as the suspect.
Jeremiah Miller was outside the facility about to start his second shift when he heard the gunfire.
My initial thought was, don't die and escape. But then when I started seeing everybody roll up from midnight shift, I felt the need to help people.
The shooting is just the latest in a string of mass shootings, the 3rd in Indianapolis this year alone. This man arrived at a nearby staging area to find out his loved one was safe.
I came here and they were able to give me that he was in the other building when it happened. I'm so thankful.
But others expressed frustration at company policies that kept them in limbo.
They need a different type of policy where you can contact your employee or allow them to have their cell phones.
Federal investigators are now assisting local police as they try to figure out a motive. Nikki Batiste, CBS News, Indianapolis.
President Biden ordered flags at half-staff at the White House, and in a statement, FedEx says the company is deeply shocked and saddened after the shooting, calling it a senseless act of violence. Meanwhile, union leaders gathered in the Twin Cities this morning asking for police to be held to higher standards. Their message comes after 20-year-old Dante Wright died last Sunday after now former Brooklyn Center police officer Kim Potter shot him during a traffic stop. Potter says she meant to use her taser but grabbed her gun instead. She's been charged with second-degree manslaughter. Today, a Twin Cities nurse said she would lose her license and be prosecuted if her actions led to a patient dying. She's hoping the same will be true for officers like Potter.
Why is it that when a police officer takes a person's life, they are not held to the same standard and face immediate consequences of their supposed mistake?
Potter is due back in court next month. And all of this is happening just miles from the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. Closing arguments should start on Monday in that case. Jurors will be sequestered during the deliberation process, and if convicted, Chauvin faces up to 40 years in prison. Prosecutors also took to the streets, protesters also took to the streets of Chicago overnight in outrage over body camera footage released last night following the fatal police shooting of a 13-year-old boy on March 29th. The officer involved is on administrative leave but has not faced charges. The 13-year-old boy, identified as Alex Toledo, is seen in the footage running from Officer Eric Stillman for 19 seconds before turning with his hands up. It is then that the officer fired one shot, hitting Toledo in the chest. The 13-year-old died at the scene. In body camera footage, a gun is seen on the ground near where the shooting took place. But in a freeze frame when Toledo was shot, both hands appear to be empty. The president of the Chicago Police Union believes Officer Stillman's actions were justified. Toledo's family attorney says the boy was obeying orders when he was killed. The latest in COVID news as the race continues to vaccinate every adult in America. So far, about half of Americans have received at least one dose. But there is news a booster shot may be needed within a year of being fully vaccinated. Dr. Anthony Fauci says there are currently clinical trials looking at boosters of the original vaccine and ones that are variant specific. The Biden administration announced this morning it is spending $1.7 billion in scientific research so the CDC and states can detect and track those new variants. The administration is also in discussions to secure more vaccine doses if boosters are needed. All of this comes as the CDC's advisory committee announced it will meet 1 week from today to reconsider recommending use of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Officials say the longer the decision takes, the more vaccine hesitancy could rise. And in Minnesota, 1.5 million residents are now fully vaccinated against COVID-19, but case numbers are still rising. There were 2,700 new COVID-19 cases reported yesterday, the most in one day since mid-December. There were 11 new deaths, bringing the state's toll to just under 7,000. About 700 people are hospitalized right now, and health officials encourage everyone to continue wearing masks and social distancing even as the vaccine rollout continues. Sad news for some Duluth high school students. Administrators have canceled prom for a second year due to the ongoing pandemic. The Duluth School District consulted with health officials and reviewed current local COVID rates. They came to the conclusion in-person proms for Denfeld and Duluth East in May will not be possible without risking COVID spread. The district made that decision now so families can save money and resources. Officials say they're still moving forward with plans for an in-person graduation. Later tonight, we'll hear what school officials are saying as their students head into spring break amid a rise in COVID cases. Dave's here for a quick look at the weather. Dave, it is Friday. There's blue skies, some sunshine. Wonderful day.
Very wonderful day. And it's also the cap of Severe Weather Awareness Week for Wisconsin and Minnesota. Let's take a look at today's topic of discussion. Today, the theme is extreme heat, which is something we don't get around here very often. But say when July comes around and we do get a big warm spell, the biggest safety tip is to, of course, not lock your children and your pets in a motor vehicle. That's been a big problem lately. Yesterday was tornado safety, and that's why we had the sirens going off at 6:45. And Wednesday was flood avoidance, which they had to do a little bit around Aiken with the Mississippi getting rambunctious from that precip the past couple of days. But for the short term, the precip is shut off. High pressure brought sunshine today and will make Saturday gorgeous as well. Our short-term forecast says partly cloudy tonight, 32. Sunny tomorrow, 53. Great Saturday to get out and enjoy. Sunday, we could turn back towards rain. I'll talk about the odds of payoff coming up in just a few more minutes.
Hey, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a local restaurant is hosting a 5K in May to raise money for Duluth Police Canines. More on that as we take you around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki. And weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3.
0% financing is back on any new 2021 Prius at Cary Toyota in Superior during the month of April. Or enjoy 0.9% financing on the 2021 RAV4, Avalon, Camry, or Camry Hybrid, as well as 0.9% financing on the Corolla family. Rule the road in a new Supra with low 1.9% financing. Also available for new Highlander and Highlander Hybrid and the all-new Venza and Sienna. Inventory is shrinking fast, so hurry to Cary Toyota in Superior to kickstart your 2021 summer driving pleasure. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
For over 20 years, Breeze Roofing has been totally dedicated to getting the job done right, and done right now. We pride ourselves on being the best for the best price. Call Breeze for all your roofing needs.
team of supportive and creative individuals. Visit trilliumservice.com or call today to set up an interview.
Only 2 miles south of Bayfield, Wisconsin, Port Superior Marina is the premier resort marina on Lake Superior. The Apostle Islands and Chequamegon Bay offer some of the best freshwater boating, fishing, and recreational opportunities in the country. Our service department is staffed with certified technicians year-round to handle all your repair and maintenance needs. Port Superior Marina offers all the services and amenities possible to make sure our members and guest experiences on Lake Superior are the best that they can be. Port Superior Marina is where you depart on adventures together.
If it's important to our nation,
the country is facing yet another unprecedented crisis.
It's on Face the Nation, making politics make sense. The why behind the biggest stories. Face the Nation on CBS.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Jay Cook State Park. Starting today, the National Park Service launched its new app. It features maps, self-guided tours, and trail information. You can also download content and use it without internet access. To find it, just search National Park Service on your app store, and the app is available on all smartphones. This upcoming week, April 17th through the 25th, is also National Park Week. Dave will join us in a bit for your weekend forecast, but first, let's take a look around the region. A week full of fun for Earth Day and a new board game developed by a Duluth local. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start things off tonight in Scanlon, Minnesota, where they are hosting a 5K fun run or walk coming up in May. On May 1st, the Rendezvous Sports Bar and Grill will be the starting and finishing line for the Back the Blue Canine event. All proceeds from the event will be donated to the Duluth Police Department Canine Unit in honor of Officers Hawes and Luna. Registration is $25, and there will be live music and prizes at the Rendezvous after the race. Next, we head to the Lincoln Park neighborhood in Duluth for a week full of Earth Day fun. Eco 3 Earth Week kicks off this Sunday when Equilibrium 3 adjusts the solar panels at the Lincoln Park Solar Garden. Events run until Sunday the 25th and include a scavenger hunt and daily webinars. For Earth Day next Thursday, they will host Earth Day Trivia, and Saturday there will be a community-wide cleanup day. We will have a link to the festivities on our website. And we wrap up tonight in Duluth, where a local man has stepped into the world of board game developing. Dave Bowe of Duluth was the lead developer on Rome, Inc., a new historical simulation game. As developer, Bowe was in charge of several aspects of game creation, including trial runs of the game and managing the gameplay victory balance. Bowe said he was honored to be chosen as a developer and that after 40 years of hobby, he is now involved in the production of the games that so many love. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, Duluth schools have a message for students ahead of next week's spring break amid a rise in COVID cases. What they have to say coming up.
Yeah, congrats to Dave Bowe. He's an old friend of mine, and I've known he's loved those games for years. Now he's making his own. He's usually playing those history-based games. In our almanac here, it becomes a piece of weather history now, and it shows this day pushed it up to 54 degrees, 4 degrees warmer than normal. Normal's 50 now. Oh, maybe real spring is here, huh, Kristen? Well, maybe not. We could get a chance for a little snow coming across on Monday. We'll talk about that after the break.
Welcome to CBS This Morning. We have a lot of news today.
Watch Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel on CBS This Morning. Weekday mornings only on CBS.
Lake Superior College is nationally recognized for quality and affordability, offering over 90 programs, including career, technical, and general studies for transfer. At LSC, you can start here, save thousands. Apply for free at lsc.edu.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Payments of medical bills and wages. Money for pain and suffering. Call anytime 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Want payday to come a little faster?
I get paid 2 days before everyone else. I love getting paid on a Wednesday.
Want to say goodbye to those long check cashing lines?
I can never see myself standing in a line at a bank again.
Get your own NetSpend prepaid MasterCard with direct deposit. Your money loads straight into your NetSpend card. Shop online, pay bills, buy groceries. Use anywhere debit MasterCard is accepted.
I use it every day for every purchase. I use it to pay my rent.
It's not a credit card. It's convenient, and you can even earn payback rewards on many of your purchases. That's money right back into your card account.
From eating at major restaurants to sending my mom flowers, I get cash back.
Because this is not a credit card, with NetSpend you pay no interest fees, late fees, or activation fees. There's no credit check to get started and no cost to order.
I use my NetSpend card for everything.
Be one of the first 200 callers and choose your card color. 1-800-764-8986. That's 1-800-764-8986. Get paid up to 2 days faster with NetSpend.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Northwest Outlet with all the brand names you want, including the North Face and Columbia.
Turning a profit. The reason city leaders say it was a successful season at Spirit Mountain.
As the Duluth School District heads on spring break next week, what district officials are urging parents and families to do?
CBS3 weather is brought to you by Breeze Roofing. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
High pressure hit us today, put down the clouds, made for a gorgeous day. And so let's take a look at what that means condition-wise at the airport. It means a temperature of 51, 1 degree warmer than the normal. It means low relative humidity at 38%, which may not be a good thing. We don't want that fire danger to bubble back already. We put up with like 2 weeks of clouds and rain to get it down like that. We don't need it to go up again. Wind right now is easterly, southeasterly at 6 miles per hour, so that's not really a big deal. And the air pressure is on the higher side at 30.04 inches of mercury. Will stay that way through Saturday. Tomorrow should be as gorgeous as today. Sunday, already now it looks like Sunday will be the day we get a rain chance, which may turn into a mixed chance Sunday night. So I'll talk about the charts here that indicate how much rain and or snow we could get. Current temps, well, mid to upper 40s in the Upper Peninsula. So just like the past few days, the UP has been cooler than the rest of our region. We step up for a good chunk of inland Wisconsin, 54 Hayward to Solon Springs, but 40s from Superior to Ashland and only 42 in LaPointe. 54 to 57. Sometimes it's hard to talk about temperatures this warm. You know, you spend 6-7 months not talking about the 50s. They surprise you when they come back again, but that's what we have from Cloquet to Moose Lake. 40s on the North Shore, even a spot of 38 by the lake in Grand Marais, and then 50s for the Iron Ranges. Temperatures like this back with us again on Saturday, maybe Sunday too, but Monday will be cool enough for a chance of snow mixing in with our rain. Doppler map right now shows high pressure in control of the area, so the clouds are fairly few and fairly far between as well. And I think they're going to stay like that tomorrow thanks to high pressure covering the northern tier of states. It'll be sunny and dry for Saturday. But again, Sunday will be a day of change when the Colorado low bubbles our way and brings us now a 50% chance for a rain and snow mix Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, and a chunk of Monday as well. Now, if it turns out to be more rain than anything else, rain totals just might look like this. I'll step off the screen, take a look at your favorite town, and it looks like really only a couple of tenths of an inch. So it's not a big soaking system like the past couple of days were. And now if it turns out to be a little bit more snow into the mix, especially during the overnight hours, well, this latest chart indicates the Ely area could manage 2 inches, and so could the snow belt, while the rest of us just get a few tenths. This is all up in the air at this stage of the game. Just keep in mind, it could happen. We're showing you the different possibilities. Now we show you the Minnesota temperatures tonight for lows. Into the 20s inland, maybe 30s by the lake. Partly cloudy sky up on top. It'll be partly cloudy for Wisconsin and Michigan as well, with lows there from 25 to 32. And again, the UP leads the charge to the lower range of temps. For tomorrow, same story. It'll be cooler than every place else in the UP with a high of 47. And no, it won't be 28 in northwestern Wisconsin. There's a computer glitch. It should be about 55 in Hayward, with 52 to 54 the rest of the Badger State. Minnesota numbers maybe upper 40s by the lake, and then getting into the low to even mid-50s inland with sunshine. Tomorrow's a great day. If you got a classic car, hasn't been out yet this year, take it out tomorrow. Then park it again on Sunday when it gets cloudier and perhaps rainier. And then by Monday it gets cooler, And if that snow is going to happen, it's going to happen Monday before we clear up again, Kristen, and rebuild our temperatures beginning on Tuesday.
Well, at least they're going to rebuild.
Yeah. Hope springs eternal
Yes.
in pseudo-spring here in the Northland.
It sure does. Thanks, Dave. Just yesterday, Duluth East was added to the list of schools the state is monitoring for COVID outbreaks. School officials say the timing isn't great, with spring break starting next week and many families heading out of town. CBS 3's Emma Quinn heard from school officials about their message to families to avoid an even bigger concern when school is back in session.
The Duluth School District is heading out on spring break next week, and district officials are asking students and families to use COVID safety precautions if they plan to go on vacation. District Superintendent John Magus says middle and high school students have been learning in person for roughly 2 weeks now, and they hope to continue that for the rest of the school year. In a recent newsletter to families, Magus pointed out that local COVID rates are at almost 40 cases per 10,000 residents, and health officials are projecting those rates to rise. You'll remember that's the statistics state health officials have advised school districts to use when deciding on learning models. While Magus says the rise would not impact the current elementary school learning model, he added that a drastic increase or a significant outbreak could force middle and high schoolers back to more days of hybrid learning. Magus says while the goal is as much in-person learning as possible, they're prepared to move in this direction if necessary.
Having a backup plan does a couple of things. It of course has people prepared if we need to move to it, but I think it can also give people a little bit of a sense of assurance that we're monitoring things closely and we're being thoughtful about what this may mean.
If families choose to travel on vacation for spring break, the district is asking students to get tested before returning to school. Magus says they'll continue to meet with local health officials over spring break and update middle and high school families by Thursday, April 22nd, if they need to adjust the learning models. The district has also sent out information to families with students 16 and older about COVID vaccines. They're encouraging them to get vaccinated as soon as possible.
Thanks, Emma. Tonight at 6, we'll hear from St. Louis County health leaders about COVID cases in schools throughout the county and what families should be cautious of if traveling. By the way, Hibbing, Virginia, Mesabi East, and Ely high schools are also being monitored by the state for COVID outbreaks. Still to come, the Academy of Country Music Awards are set for this Sunday, and it is setting some historic firsts. We have more on that after the break.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The 2021 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive plus up to 33 miles per gallon. An available 260 horsepower turbocharged engine, advanced technology, and an available extra-large touchscreen. The best Outback ever. The 2021 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Lease the new 2021 Subaru Outback for $249 a month. 4710 Miller Truck Highway, online at millerhill.com.
Hello from DBS Repair, your local experts in all things basementy. Since 2012, we've helped thousands of cabin and homeowners in Minnesota and Wisconsin. We specialize in basement waterproofing, foundation and structural repair, concrete lifting and leveling, whole home energy, nasty crawl spaces, and basement finishing too. If you have a wet basement, moldy crawl space, or sunken concrete, our team of experts have the trusted solutions to help. Call DBS today for all things basementy.
My name is Harry Podgorski, and I'm a proud member of the Board of Directors of St. Anne's Senior Residence. My mom lived at St. Anne's for 9 years and called St. Anne's her home. If you're looking for a place for mom or dad or for yourself, please consider the affordable St. Anne's. You won't be sorry you did.
Take advantage of no move-in fees through June 30th, 2021. Call 218-727-8831 and schedule your tour today.
Saving a life is easy with Memorial Blood Centers. Donating blood is essential for healthcare and the health of our community, especially during a pandemic. To schedule an appointment or learn more, call 1-888-448-3253 or visit mbc.org.
Are you ready? Woo! The artists you know, the music you love, and a live music event.
Here and now, ain't no better place, ain't no better time than here and now.
It's a celebration of Nashville with over 25 live performances. Keith Urban and Mickey Guyton host the ACM Awards live Sunday at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Is being challenged by DFL.
The race is on. Learn how Berkey 2021
is it safe to be ice fishing on Lake Superior?
New funding is bringing more mental health resources.
Dave Anderson.
How a popular new recreational area is allowed.
Hear how one vaccination clinic in West Duluth is focusing
into the COVID-19 pandemic, and food insecurity is still
new year, new ownership.
To stay up to date with the news and weather that impacts you and your community, join us weekdays for CBS3 Live at 5.
I've been teaching intro to meteorology here at Lake Superior College's flight school since 2003. Every year now for the past 18 years, I've been able to sharpen my own skills again once a year, but it's like I'm retaking intro to meteorology, and so I remember the rules of the sky, and it's easier to impart those rules on these pilots that are going to need to learn these skills so they can stay safe in the sky.
For the most local forecast from the most experienced local meteorologist, turn to Dave Anderson. Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Country music's biggest stars are aligning for Sunday's 56th Academy of Country Music Awards. The show takes the stage in Nashville, the country music capital of the world, and promises dozens of live performances, one-of-a-kind collaborations, and historic firsts. For the first time ever at the ACM Awards, a black woman is hosting. Mickey Guyton will share host duties with Keith Urban. And for the first time in ACM history, 5 black artists are nominated for awards in a single year. Kane Brown is the first black country artist nominated for the coveted Album of the Year award. His Worldwide Beautiful has already won Video of the Year. At least 25 artists are taking several iconic Nashville stages, including the Grand Ole Opry, Bluebird Cafe, and Broadway Avenue for world premieres and exciting collaborations. Chris Stapleton and Maren Morris lead this year's class of nominees with 6 each. Miranda Lambert has 5, while Ashley McBride and Thomas Rhett are up for 4 awards each. You can catch the 56th Academy of Country Music Awards Sunday night, streaming live and on demand on Paramount Plus and live right here on CBS.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, the president speaks out after a gun massacre at a FedEx facility in Indianapolis. Why the FBI says the gunman's mom reported him to police last year. Plus, search for survivors. The grim discovery tonight as the Coast Guard keeps looking for crew members off the coast of Louisiana. And we go on the road with a family determined to get a made-up word added to the dictionary. That's all in honor of their dad. That's tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Lake Superior College is nationally recognized for quality and affordability, offering over 90 programs, including career, technical, and general studies for transfer. At LSC, you can start here, save thousands. Apply for free at lsc.edu.
Dude! You gonna pick that up? Because there's no poop fairy to do that for you. See? Take these. They're not just poop bags. They're pride bags. Because you're doing the right thing for your neighbors and for the health of the whole watershed. Gotta fly. There's a Chihuahua cranking one out in Leicester right now. There is no poop fairy.
Dear veteran, if you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
Go on, get off the ladder and place it back where you found it. The days of dangerous climbs are over. Gutter Helmet provides year-round protection, preventing buildup of debris, keeping your gutters clear and free-flowing. With its heavy-duty support brackets and exclusive helmet heat ice reduction system, Gutter Helmet's been designed to withstand the harshest weather conditions. Get Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice for gutter protection. and never clean your gutters again.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Friday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned more about the deadly mass shooting at a FedEx in Indianapolis. The shooter has been identified as 19-year-old former employee Brandon Hole. There are no reports yet of suspected motive, and the incident remains under investigation. And tonight at 6, Spirit Mountain leaders say they were able to end the winter season in a strong place financially. Tonight, we talked to leaders about how the pandemic affected them, but how they intend to keep the stability going into the summer recreation season. Dave, sunshine going to stick around for the weekend?
First half.
All right.
I hate to announce that my plans for a semi-sunny Sunday have been laid to rest because a low-pressure system will come in faster than expected. So with our 7-day forecast, today came up more gorgeous than expected, and tomorrow will be delightful as well with a sunny sky and a high temp in the 50s for most places. But Sunday, the clouds increase in the afternoon, leading to a 50% chance for rain, even as early as 1 p.m. Still warm at 52, but Monday, the back part of the low-pressure system cools us down, cool enough for a mix of snow to be tossed in with the rain, again, like we had earlier this week. So from 37 Monday, though, we'll perk back up towards 40 by Tuesday.
We'll see you at 6.